Well, welcome back to East Maitland Bowling Club for the 2024 National Bowling Arm Championships. We're coming to you live once again. And bringing you a triples game this time with the New South Wales Warriors taking on the Victorian armed bowlers. Victoria opened up the scoring on the first end with a 4. 17 ends to be played. Victoria go Englebretson, Mickey Edwards and Damo Riches. They're taking on the Warriors New South Wales combination, Pam Stefanis, Ian Mann and Stan Wrzeczyki. Good start from go. First bowl a little bit short, made good correction for the second. Pam Stefanis now to play her second bowl. So Pam Stefanis plays out of the Beresfield Club, Ian Mann out of Curry, and Stan Wrzeczyki out of New Lambton. So pretty much a Hunter Newcastle combination. And for the Victorians, go, well, it's Englebretson in the program, so we'll go with Englebretson. Plays with Yarraville, Ian Mann, Mickey Edwards with Warrnambool and Damo Riches. Well, he's not actually listed on the sheet. It says D Fortune out of Sunbury. I'm guessing that someone's mucked it up there. It's another good start for the Victorians. Mickey Edwards adds to goes. Good start. They're holding. Oh, good couple. I'm sorry, it's Ian Mann's green and white bowl that's there on the line. Mickey Edwards has the red, white and blue dream lines. And Bulldogs supporter in the AFL. Ian Mann has green and white corded Optimas. Pam Stefanis using yellow Optima. Stan Wrzeczyki a blue Taylor SR. Go a white Dreamline. Mickey Edwards has the red, white and blue Dreamline, and Damo yellow, white and blue Optima. This is round 6. 10 rounds to be played. 2 rounds per day. 5 matches between the respective states. We started this morning with the singles and fours, and now this afternoon we're playing pairs and triples. Of course, everybody in this event uses a bowling arm. I was listening in to Clay Parker's commentary yesterday and know that the arm that Damo's using is the bionic arm. There's the 2 prongs and the cup, thumb release. Stan using DHB, the hacksaw. Just going to, well, get a nice little scrape, but not get the result. Mickey will have a look. Fair bit of danger there, unless they're already down. So, the fact that he's going for cover indicates that the Vics believe they are holding shot with the white bowl just to the left of the centre line. Chance here for Stan. A little bit of a overplayed draw, just up to turn their own up. Get the split. Could easily roll the green and white quartered bowl of Ian Mann onto the shot bowl and run on himself. It just needs to slightly overplayed draw shot. Unfortunately for Stan, he's not quite got the weight to do any damage. So one more to Victoria, and they'll go out to a healthy 5-0 lead after 2 ends. Longer length rolled by the Vics. That's back pretty close to the tee. Jack, a couple of metres off the tee at this end. Probably a bit wide on that hand coming down there. We've seen that consistently, that hand a little bit tight, and there is a bit of breeze coming through, so it will hold it out even further there. Pam does not need to go out beyond that faint blue line marked, and that looks to me to be a fairly good grass line for that hand. Down to a speed. And that'll run nicely down to the jack. Great starter. Pam, well, Stan's calling a draw in between those two bowls. Not sure of the value of that, especially on that tighter hand. Much better just to draw one into the head underneath that bowl. That's what she's actually going to do. She's going to fall short. Will come in to count at this stage. Wouldn't expect that to count by the completion of this end, though. Mickey Edwards now on the mat. He's got a reasonably tight line as well, just underneath that marked blue centre line there. Got the weight to hold it out though. It will hold when it gets to that point of the green. It just does hold a little. And Mann on the mat for his first bowl of the third end. It might be important for the Blues to score on this end, the Woomers. Just not let Victoria get too far ahead. And just slightly duffed that delivery. It's going to crash on Pam's earlier bowl. Going to get him to draw around that last bowl. Certainly plenty of room to draw around it there. This one will come back. Getting a little bit of a clap there from Stan. That one will be into the count. They'll cross over with the Woomera's holding shot for the first time when the skippers go to the mat. Damo will have first use. 2 or 3 down. Do think there's a chance to draw either hand. Consistently seen that the forehand coming this direction is the kinder hand to play. So it'll be interesting to see if he does go out to that forehand side, looking just to draw around the red facing up disc bowl. That's his second, Mickey Edwards. That's the way he's lining up. Just come down to his speed here. Just not quite got the oomph required. So Stan Wrzeczyki, he can play either hand here. I think he'll go, yeah, he's going to go the forehand side. Nice draw around the front bowl. Just get one in there to count. Try and add a bit of pressure to Damo. Drawing for a fourth now. Just needs to get round that red, white and blue bowl, and he's done that. That's very well played. That's the fourth shot for the Woomers at this stage. Damo, he'll be trying to do something about that right now. Looks like he put a bit more effort behind this one. But will it? No, he hasn't. He's just duffed it again. So he's actually dropping a bit more short, even though it looked like he put a bit more effort into that. So Stan just got to beat his own bowl. I think he should try to just beat his own bowl. Draw it in, get the fifth shot, get it all square. Do we count this one as a free kick, the one you really should take? Just needs to get past those bowls. Oh, he's got the little rub. A little bit of luck, a little bit of love, but that'll be 5 for the Blues, the Woomers. Make it all square, I think. And that little wobble through there was Mickey Kedwell. I did ask them to keep the board up to date every end, but that hasn't happened. I do believe it's 5. I'll put that in and then correct if needed. Pam Stefanis, opening bowl of this 4th end for the New South Wales Wanderers. Englebretson, that would be the shot, I think. Pam stands interested in this one. Wants it to come underneath the yellow, the white. Just going to run through. Finished in a good home. Still under the VIC, I believe. Go. Another couple of feet on hers would be perfect. Oh, she's just slightly overcorrected. Ian Mann. It's pretty well down this bowl. And he gets the doff of the cap from Stan. After a bit of a poor start, the Wanderers are climbing back into this game. Do have a little star on the 5 for New South Wales, as it's not officially the score as yet. It's a good bowl from Mickey Edwards. Just falling short of the jack. I do think they're holding one, but I think the other hand is going to be a better option now. And actually try and play your opponent's bowl. Play their shot, beat them to it. Little trail of that jack back will make it 4. Take away the sit from the armed VICs. Danger is you take your own bowl out. You're just slightly over the draw. And Ian's probably a little bit quick with this one. It's going to finish in a good home, though, in behind. So the VICs, they'll probably try to play backhand, just half a roll on their own bowl or just underneath and sit the shot. The advantage there is if you slightly overplay, you'll end up behind in the catching paddock and match those New South Wales bowls that are sitting a metre or so behind the jack. Well, he's pretty well down, just going to fall into a great home. So that's matched those bowls. Still think Stan's going to have to make his mind up whether he's going to be slightly aggressive or very timid. You can bet that the VICs are going to be attacking, so you need to be aware of that. At the moment, too, if the VICs manage to get Ian's bowl clean, they'd be holding 2, maybe 3, and possibly 4 with the bowl that comes in. So probably playing just over the draw, try and sit the shot bowl, stay. You get shot in second, or just trail it back 1 metre. Get it back to the yellow bowl at the back. You'll be holding 2, 3 or 4, depending on exactly where it goes. If you're a bit tight, you push Mickey's bowl through and stay for another one in the head. Well, Stan's a little quick, a little wide. Another bowl right at the back. The VICs, well, they need to reach, but not overly attacking because they don't want to chip that jack back 1.5 metres and not go with it. I think they've just realised they haven't updated the scoreboard. Damo is playing that backhand. I do think he'd be just trying to get a little contact out of his own bowl or come underneath and get the shot. Not far away. Just going to slide under and through. Does just change Stan's shot a little bit because that is in amongst the Blues bowls at the back, whereas before Stan could have trailed that back to the tee and been holding good 5. It won't be that value now. Really, he's just got to pretty much draw this shot. Nothing too outlandish, just get into that head. Pretty much, oh, I might have just fattened that target up. I think that increases the value for Damo to play the backhand down. Only just over the draw, 1 turn out of Mickey's bowl or just underneath and sit those 2. You do get a little bit of a touch. You're going to bring it back to your own. Not sure about the smacking indication that Mickey just gave him. It's pretty decent sort of attacking weight he's wanting, but he's not quite got the push on it. Don't know whether it's 2. I think it's just the 1. We'll walk around it for a while. We'll call the umpire. So 1 to the Blues already decided. Just confirm it is 5-all. We'll take the asterisks off when we update this score. Just the one. So 6-5 to the Blues, the Warmerers, after 4 of 17 ends. Stefanis, opening bowl. It's been a little bit short coming this direction with her opening bowl. There we go. Englebretson. Good bowl from go. And man, that hand will not come back from out there, especially if you got some weight on it. Mickey should also take a nice attacking line to the jack. Finish there or thereabouts. Pretty well pointed. Damo holding one, looking to add. Taking a nice safe line. It'll be one to the Victorians. Six all after 5 ends. A little bit shorter roll from go than Damo was asking for. The woman is holding one, according to Stan Wrzeczyki. Indicated that to Pam before her second bowl. Ian Mann is just trying to draw around the white bowl and beat the yellow. Good line, just left a little on the short side. Will be somewhat in the eye for Edwards, so he will change over, play backhand. Just looking to draw down. Contact on the white bowl at the front would be okay. Could bring it in. Just not going to have the speed to do that though. It'll drop in. You can still play that same forehand just to draw around those short bowls down to the yellow. don't want to take it out. Good weight, won't be presenting any dangers. It's not going to come back quickly enough. Slightly out. Well, he's not on a bad line here. Contact on the white bowl will bring it in for shot. Just going to turn Mickey Edwards' bowl up. Just wonder whether that'll change Stan Wrzeczyki's shot at all. New South Wales still won. Here, on the light and wide side. He's certainly erred on the wide side. Well, Damo puts 2 feet of weight on his previous bowl. He's going to score. He had the weight, just needed a fraction more grass. Could have easily punched the white bowl onto the shot, changed the head around. Well, there is a nice path in here for Stan to draw a second shot. Not a decent line to do it, just a little bit on the cautious side. So it is 1-2 New South Wales, 7-6 after 6 ends. Very long end opted here. Jack right at the tee. Matt maybe a metre off the tee, so not far off maximum length. Go has got that one very well. After two good opening bowls, two have gone in the ditch. And he looks quick to me here. It's not quick if he gets contact. Well, he's crashed in and got the shot. Mickey Edwards, he's going to hit something. It's going to be the ditch. And a little bit of a tight line. If he pulls up, he might count, though. It's going to drop in. So Mickey Edwards. One down, backhand draw. Good tight line. The issue with playing a tight line sometimes is it makes you push your weight, but Mickey hasn't done that at all. That's a great bowl. It's the shot. So Stan Wrzeczyki, do you think he's got to pick a hand and draw? And, well, he's picked his hand and tried to draw, but that's not going to come back to the centre line, let alone to where the jack is. Yeah, good weight. Just finishes 15 to 20 centimetres or so to the outside of the centre line. Damo has gone just outside the centre line. This one will be close. Yep, that's the second shot. Very well bowled. Let's see if Stan has learnt watching Damo's bowl. Well, it's a better line. If he's got the same weight, this is going to be close. Unfortunately, he's dropped his weight back a little bit, so it's still 2 to Vic. And Damo's got 1 bowl to go. The Vic can jump out to a 2-shot lead if Damo draws this one in. Close to good enough, but I think it's just run on a little bit too far. 2 to Vic. Go, Englebretson. Go. Started off pretty well on most ends. This one, no exception. It's a good starter. Pam Stephanus now on the mat for New South Wales. Definitely takes a bit more grass coming this way on that side of the green than going towards the clubhouse. Pam's come in quite nicely there. Go. Well, it was a good correction. She just hung out too long. Turned Pam in. So Pam looks to repeat her previous bowl. So there's a breeze come up. A little bit more breeze there. I think she went a little bit wider as well. That breeze will be holding the bowls out on that side of the green. It was pretty well pointed from Mickey Edwards. Wants it to get right down to the yellow bowl. Just that breeze has held it slightly out again. A little bit of danger here for the New South Wales team. They need another one in there. At the moment, there's a nice reaching shot for the big V. Be tempted to actually play the Victorian shot. Just that forehand draw. Nice tight line down. Just trying to draw and sit on the shot bowl, but if you do happen to sit it and stay, that's okay. Looks like he's going to go backhand. Well, the only thing he couldn't be is short, and he is very short. Playing that hand, weren't going to draw a shot if you needed to cover the one at the back, just to give you some protection, but it's still open there for the VICs. Play the forehand. You've got your own two bowls to wreck on, but a nice tight line down, sit the yellow bowl, or trail the jack back to your own, which is at Damo's feet. So a couple of feet of weight, just nice down to it. That looks like what he's trying to do. But that it's got the weight on, it's going to hold its line. He'll come back to the centre line, but he needed a narrower line with that weight. So, and Mann wants a good 2 metres on his previous bowl. That's come to a pretty good home. Would have loved it to have sat that more white bowl of go before it went cut across. Still leaves the shot there for Damo, just to pluck that yellow bowl out clean. Stay for 4 shots. Really pile the pressure under stand. Eight, 7. Victoria leading New South Wales. 7 ends played. 10 to go, including this one. Damo hasn't quite reached the head a couple of times. This time, he's done just enough to draw the shot. So I think this is the shot that Stan should have had Ian Mann playing. He can follow Damo down though. Very similar. Just get a little chip on that shot bowl and stay. Really though, you want another bowl in there so that you don't leave the opportunity for the VICs to chip that yellow one through. I would be very tempted now to play similar to the last, just try and get contact on that yellow bowl, roll it back. 3 rolls. You would be lying possibly for 5 shots. Good miss. Good weight for that shot. Just need a little bit wider. So what can Stan do? One to Victoria. So if you have just tuned in, you're watching the 2024 National Bowling Arms Sides Championship. We're coming to you live from East Maitland Bowling Club. East Maitland, part of the Greater Newcastle area, but the gateway to the Hunter Valley. If you're from outside New South Wales, the Hunter Valley, known for a number of things. There's some coal mines, but also the wineries and some horse studs. Well known for its tourism. Hunter River flows, of course, through the Hunter Valley and down through Newcastle. Because East Maitland, next suburb across towards the east, is the next suburb with a bowling club is Raymond Terrace. Just down the roads, Curry and Cessnock. And the next nearest club in Maitland is Club Maitland City, which of course is part of the Hunter Valley region, the Bowls. Go has done a reasonable start again. Two very good openers without nailing the jack. Pam sticking with that narrower side of the green. Just needs to miss Go's bowl, but she's going to get it dead square, push it onto the jack. Edwards trying to draw on that side, the slightly wider hand coming in this direction. Very good home in behind. The Vics have all the position so far, holding at least one. So it's Ian Mann's going to have to draw on the forehand. Just underneath Pam Stefanis's bowl there. It's just short of jack high. Might be just a tad narrow on that side of the green. Mickey, the red, white and blue Bulldogs, AFL Bowls. He will probably come around there quite well. Again, it's another one in a very good position for the Victorians. His head really is building to the Vic's advantage. Ian needs to draw underneath Pam's bowl, come down to the jack. Wants it to come inside there. Well, that's at least improved the position significantly for the New South Wales team. Still Victoria holding shot. Probably just the one as the head stands at the moment. There's a nice shot here, though, for Damo. Forehand draw down to the jack. Just tuck it off to the right-hand side of the centre line. Bring in another one or two shots and just make it a little bit harder for Stan. And he's lining up on that forehand side. So wants this to come right back down to the jack. Can't afford the aggressive line, but that's just a good dead draw. Oh, the Mickey says it's still just the one. I don't think there's a real attacking option here for Stan either. Probably needs another one in the head in case the VICs do attack and get rid of the nearest New South Wales bowl. They'd be holding a few. Well, that yellow bowl rolled closer is a New South Wales bowl. That's Pam's bowl. Oh, he's drawn a shot. Got a toucher. I'm not really sure what's happened there. All I can see is butt. We need security to go out and drag Ian off the centre line. Well, Damo's just tucked that jack back a little bit, made at least three there. Stan really has not much of a shot on it here at all. He would be probably, if he's got the 2/3 shots, which looks like it might with the ones at the yellow at the front, the green and white, might be just as well off to go flat strap straight for the outside of Damo's bowl. Try and make big contact and chip that jack out of bounds. Or even back to the back right corner of the green. Ian Mann's bowl, that one, bottom right of the screen, would then be shot. He is attacking, but that's way under the grass line, so there'll be a multiple here for the Victorians. Well, I think that was three. Not very demonstrative in their signalling. Must have just been a 2. 11 is the score on the board. I'll adjust that back. Great start from Go with her first ball. It's a good reply from Pam. Kicks that jack right out. Well, both leads missing with their second bowl. Mickey Edwards now on that for Victoria. Now we'll try to play the inside-out shot. Toucher, he's played that pretty well. So, man, he's also trying to play this inside out. Needs to get underneath those bowls or around them. He's just skirted them and gone round. That's a couple of metres past. Nicky, repeat the dose from previously. Holding a couple of good shots. He's pretty well pointed again. Oh, it counts. Last bowl before the skippers will come in. Ian Mann to play for New South Wales. Just seems to be holding out on the collision course with those short bowls. He's done that. It's crashed into them. Well, if you're a New South Wales bowler, jump on the Bowls New South Wales website. That's bowlsnsw.com.au. Check out the details for the mixed pairs qualifying. Entries now open. So from the qualifying event, the 32 pairs will go through to the state final series at Ballina in March next year. All the details under events, state championships, and then mixed pairs under the Bowls New South Wales website. That's bowlsnsw.com.au. While you're visiting, you can also check out the details for the member conference that's to be held on the 1st of November. Member conference and partner expo. Great bowl from Damo. It's 3 that Victoria's holding at least. So Stan Wrzeczyki under a bit of pressure again. Well, he's under the front bowls quite nicely. Will he just run it out to get into the shot? Oh, he's a metre short. Might have cut one out at the back, not sure. Ian's having looked still pretty spread out. Damo, just bowl what you did last time. Miss Stan's bowl. You good? I'm pretty sure if he bowls the same bowl, he'll draw another shot. Stan's bowl's short enough that it's not in the way. He's just got a little bit tentative on it. Stan, put a metre on. You'll get at least second. Maybe a bit more than a metre there, signalled by Ian. Just pulled his arm across a little bit as he delivered that. Just pushed it a little too much. So 1 for sure. Two. So Victoria goes out to a lead of 13 shots to 7. We've played 10 ends and we've got 7 to go. 7 shots, 7 ends remaining and 6 shots. The difference still well and truly in the realms of reasonable. Reasonable start from go again. And down oil again. Pam may well have snuck in for shot initially. That one just held its line. Sat on the inside of Pam's bowl. Pam, slight correction, just a little bit narrower. Take a foot off. pretty much achieved that. Right down to the jack, toucher, brilliant bowl. Just hear the instruction from Damo, follow it down, don't get wide. He's not too badly down here, Mickey Edwards. Wants the jack clean, but he's just pumped it across. He may well have... No, didn't jag shot out of it. And Mann, draw down to that white bowl. You get the shot on it, or you just draw a little toucher to your own. Again, though, Ian's not quite got the idea that this hand is wider. Or not. It was wider one direction than the other, and not this one. Tight hand coming towards the clubhouse. We've observed that all week. Probably only need to get out as no wider than the light blue line that Ian's bowl's finished on. Not a bad line from Mickey Edwards. He's going to split the gap there. Crunched in as it goes bowl. Was a bit quick, was the problem with that one. Would have been okay if he was tighter and was going for the yellow bowl, but was not tight enough to do that. Ian has gone a lovely tight line here. He might just turn a little too much. That should hold its line as it comes in. It's just turned a little bit. It'll be fourth shot anyway, so see what Damo does, but there's a chance here for Stan Wrzeczyki just to try and play to the white bowl that's jack high, turn it through 3 or 4 rolls cleanly, stay in that spot, be holding 4. But Damo can spoil the party first. VIC's leading 13-7, 7 ends including this to go. Well, that is a very good effort. According to Ian, the Blues still hold 1 shot though. Stan needs to draw down to goes bowl on the backhand side there. Slightly tight line still. Can flop it off goes bowl or can just draw down onto the jack. Just tuck it round the corner a little bit. Make it a better shot that's there. Perhaps add a second. Think he's tight enough to do anything with that one. Well, there's a chance here for Damo to get rid of that bowl of the Blues. Pretty much everything is his behind on that side. So backhand through his own bowl. Not looking for big weight, just enough to push that bowl onto Pam's or trail the jack back 6 feet. Just going to be a bit wide. Push Pam's bowl back. Stan, it's a draw just to beat those. Nothing too adventurous. He's gone a slightly tighter line. It's good weight. So under the blues. Jack rolled into the ditch. I pay lip service to moving the mat. Very little change in that position. Pam looks to be on a decent line on this length coming this direction. Just going to drop in behind. That's a good opening bowl. So if you have just joined in, we are watching the 2024 National Bowling Arm Sides Championship. We're coming to you live from East Maitland Bowling Club on the Bowls New South Wales YouTube and Facebook social channels. This is round 6, day 3. It's the New South Wales versus Victoria triples clash. We're featuring Gail Englebretson, Mickey Edwards and Damo Riches from Victoria. They're up against Pam Stefanis, Ian Mann and Stan Wrzeczyki. Well, that's again, Pam's bowled 2 reasonable opening bowls without being spectacular. One behind, the one short probably wouldn't please some skips, but it is a reasonable effort. Goes opening bowl, just a little bit short and narrow. She's gone a bit wider this time. Don't know if it's going to come all the way back, but she certainly added a bit of speed, so she's not short with the second. And Mann. Well, he's on a line to come back to the jack. Sits Pam Stefanis' bowl just back a little bit. Gets decent position without being outstanding. Wrzeczyki wants to stay underneath the shadow line there. Come back quite reasonably. Might be close to counting. Well, it's looking better than his first one. It's very much the same as his first one. Mickey Edwards just wants to get down past his own. Oh, that's coming in. That'll be shots for Victoria as this head stands. Could even be three of them. Well, Stan Wrzeczyki under a little bit of pressure here. Can get underneath those bowls to count. He's just going to run around them. Damo looking to add to this count. And does it brilliantly. Stan, probably 4 down. Be pretty much the death knell if the 4 is collected, and well, it's going to be a 4 at least. Damo. Pretty much just got to play exactly what he... Oh, I think that was a 4. They're, again, they're signalling, not that demonstrative. 5 ends to go. I think it's a 9-shot difference in the score. So we are coming to you live from the Undercover Green here at East Maitland Bowling Club. Go. Reasonable start there. Jack high. Pam. First bowl. A bit short again. Well, one so far to Victoria, possibly two. Mickey Edwards trying to draw in and add to that count. He's going to go very close to doing it. He's going to go more than close to doing it. He's going to be the shot. And Mann just going to fade underneath. Still 2 or 3 to Vic. Looking down another, he's gone a little bit wider. So Ian Mann. Team's in a bit of trouble. The edge of 1 and turned it out. Probably still 2, maybe 3 down though. And Damo. Looks like he's trying to run for a bit of cover here. Just wants it to come round a bit. Oh, Stan, down a few shots here. Match is slipping away. Really needs to convert this one. He's having a run at this. Wade will hold it out. Got rid of one. So he's 2 down. Got a better position out of that too. So not what he wanted, but it's given them a result. Damo, he's decided to go to the back again, cover these bowls. Oh, he already had one in the proximate area. That's probably made it a bit better. Looking for the kill. And got it. And that's back at the tee. Longer length jack rolled. Go has been setting a team up pretty well. That's why they're leading 17-8 after 12 ends on the scoreboard. Opening bowl, around about a metre past, in between the jack and the ditch. Well, this one may well come back nicely to be shot. It is. One's only a foot or so behind. And go. She's made a very good correction right down to the jack. Toucher. Pam. A little bit tighter with this one. Might be looking to get that white bowl out. Well, she's just brushed it, but I think she stopped for shot. Mickey Edwards, he'll play the backhand. Looking to draw down to that last Pam Stefanis bowl. Oh, played it absolutely brilliantly. Fantastic bowls, and that's why the VICs are in front at the moment. They're just playing that better bowls. And he's going to have to follow Mickey down. Can sit the bowl, trail the jack, or just try and draw onto it. There is a yellow bowl on the direction that bowl would come in. Should he trail the jack on that hand? Giving it a good chance. Wow, that's drawn just about shot. I don't know if he's got a toucher or not, but it's very, very close. Well, Mickey's bowl, it's out there in the bright area. Did see that once the sun had warmed that area up a little bit, did slow down a little bit. So a little bit too pasty on that hand now would be the issue. Well, it appears that I'm getting an error message on YouTube about the audio bit rate. Just check that I am going out with audio. Yes. Might need to just check that one. So we're checking the audio bit rate. Just checking the audio on YouTube. I'll be listening in, so. Checking the audio bit rate. Just checking the So it does actually sound a little bit crackly, but can investigate that. The audio settings are okay on our output. Oh, I think it's just a glitch in the computer system telling me off. We'll go back to this wonderful head of bowls. Stan looking to draw one in. Not sure who's got shot here. It's very, very close. There's been some really good bowls this end. That's a great effort from Stan. I think they are holding one, the Woomera, the New South Wales team. Habit of calling them the Blues, but they're not the Blues side for Bowls New South Wales. The Woomera, they're actually independent. We are streaming as a service to all of the fans around, right around the country, want to watch the armed bowlers. Well, Damo is almost going to have a crack at this, and it's just dribbled out to Pam's bowl. It's one to the New South Wales team. Don't know whether it's more or not. It's just going to be a bit of a close look. Don't think he's got much option but to just try and draw one in. Last bowl of the head. The 13th end in progress, so there's 4 ends remaining after this bowl, provided he doesn't do anything silly. But holding one, you'd expect him just to draw. We have been plugging the mixed pairs qualifying. Just a word that our All Abilities Championship entries are now open for New South Wales based bowlers. State Championship for All Abilities being played at Ballina in March 2025. Every entry includes the singles in the open or the reserve singles, and an entry to the pairs. And the entry fee includes a ticket to the All Abilities dinner on the Wednesday night. Extra dinner tickets are available for your partners or assistants. We look forward to a very successful All Abilities Championship after our first foray into that at Bowls New South Wales control at Damo. It was a very well received event, part of our state championships, which was awarded by Sport New South Wales as the community event of the year, amongst competition from all of the sports. It was fantastic. It was also great to see the Bowls New South Wales President Dillis Kindleysides receive the Volunteer Administrator of the Year Award for Sport New South Wales, recognising the great amount of work in taking the game forward, streamlining our admin. We now have the 16 regions, and from the formerly 56 different organisations we had to deal with, 40 districts, 16 zones. We weren't quite aligned in the playing areas. We look forward to being able to capitalise on that work. Bit of a transition time, but things have been going reasonably smoothly. level of admin to the game, being able to lift the admin of the regions, provide accounting systems, email addresses, also provided through the Bowls New South Wales IT. I'll go. She's let him in. She's been pretty good with her opening bowl so far. Just got a little bit of a yip with that one, through to the ditch. Bam can drop another one, just another foot past would be good. She's been pretty good with her opening, but a lot of those first bowls have been just that bit short. That's a decent correction. So she's done it again. One short, one long, both nearabouts. Okay, see how she goes with her second and correction. Correction's been pretty good as well. She's just going to hang wide and crash into Pam's bowl. I do think Stan will get Ann to play the wider hand. He might need to just make sure he reaches here. If he gets out into the sunny patch, that part of the carpet will be a bit warmer with the effect of the sun, and that will just take a little bit of the pace off. I need to just add a foot or so of weight to get through this sunny patch down to the jack. Oh, he's in the counting region. Mickey Edwards, he's playing that same hand. He's just a little tighter than Ian was, so if he can get inside that, he's got a great bowl, and he's done it exceptionally well. That'll be the second shot. Still 1 to the New South Wales team. They trail by 7 shots with 4 ends remaining, so fairly self-evident they need to score this end just to keep themselves in touch and not let the game get away from them. Triples game next door. They've completed their 17 ends. 15 played on the next rink across. The pairs game's on 10 and 11 ends. They're playing 15. Mickey Edwards, drop a foot of weight and you're just about drawn shot. Just like this. Oh, no, he's dropped a bit too much. I do like how in bowls we say we drop a metre of weight, when usually the measure of mass or weight is kilograms. Stands just a little bit through. Damo. One down. Well, he's going to just crash on Ian Mann's bowl, roll it up, and finish just out of the count. Does present a little dilemma. Damo just looking to promote his own bowl, will drift inside and draw the shot. He does have a little bit of weight, trails the jack back a foot or two. It's his own bowl in the catching area. I don't know if he's going to swing quite quickly enough to get the results. Just going to slide past. So it is 1 to the Blues. Should I say the Wanderers? 17-11 after 14 ends. So we've got 3 ends remaining. I'd like to just pass on some condolences to the family of the late Noel O'Brien from Wagga Rules. Noel, the wonderful gent, was involved in the senior interzone championships and the senior state championships quite a number of times that I was in attendance with. He loved his bowls, loved a laugh, didn't mind the odd refreshing ale or two, but wonderful gentleman, and will be sadly missed by his family and his mates at the Rules Club in Wagga and in that the old Wagga district and the Riverina Murray region in general. So passing on the condolences to the family of Noel O'Brien. Well, it's short again from Pam Stefanis. The leads played quite reasonably, but Pam particularly has left a lot of her first bowls just that bit short. Line's reasonable. It's a decent effort. Just another metre or so to be effective. Go. Well, she's just going to draw around it. That's another good start. She's been pretty good with at least one of her opening 2 bowls. So Pam, another metre and a half really. She has given this a little bit more. Misses her own, will draw nicely down. She's going to beat Go. Yes, got a little touch on it. Got shot. Very well played. So Go doesn't need to do much different. She plays pretty much the same bowl again. She'll repeat. She'll return that favour and sit on Pam's bowl. A little shout out here to the staff board members of East Maitland for their support in staging this event at their club. The Bowls office, Bobby, Rod Darcy, Podge, Hayden Boykowski, all doing some work towards it as well as their organising committee organising this event. It's all gone very smoothly so far. Touch wood, that it'll continue to do so. It's great that we're able to give all these people a chance to get out and enjoy their game of bowls. Of course, their bowler's arm and innovation in the game. Certainly come in since I took up the game some 40 years ago as a very young whippersnapper. The bowler's arm covered under the Bowls Australia Artificial Devices Policy. Bowlers may use an approved bowler's arm in any game. Once they deliver a bowl with the bowler's arm, they are required to deliver all remaining bowls with that bowler's arm in that game under the Bowls Australia policy. But of course, for this event, they are required to deliver all bowls using the bowler's arm, hence the name of the event. The bowler's arm really is a device designed to keep players in the game. For those who have some physical impairment, that means they cannot deliver the bowl quite as smoothly as they would like, or without doing themselves some sort of injury. Greenkeepers also like the bowler's arm, as it keeps people from, the old term was a hip shooter, as Mickey Edwards draws the shot. That device allows them to deliver closer to the ground and thus minimise any damage to the green, thus allowing them to keep into the game much longer. And there's plenty of bowlers now using it and keeping our sport as their pastime. Important to keep people in the game, people coming into clubs, people playing. The lifeblood of clubs, of course, is people in the premises, enjoying the facilities and the retail outlets, and people playing with bowling arms keeps that number of people playing bowls and going to clubs up, because without a financial and successful club, we don't have a sport. Mickey Edwards, he's played some absolute crackers in this last half of the game. He's really found his range. Might be just the one shot there with the one just about jack high, I think. I wouldn't be surprised if the little parallax means that Pam Stefanis is holding, but talking about playing just the first one of Pam's would be a little bit in the eye, that short yellow bowl. Stan is going to play the forehand, try and come around. Pam's short bowl and draw down to count. Jack high, Victorian bowl is his target. Needs to come to the inside part of that bowl, just to making sure he's got round Pam has meant he's gone wide. It's only a metre through or so. That weight is pretty good if he gets that Mickey Edwards bowl in the middle. Drops a metre of weight, he's just about drawn a shot. So Damo, he's going to try and get another one in just to make it that bit harder of a stand. Well, the other thing that Damo can do is sit the yellow bowl. He's got a toucher. He's made one. Stan Wrzeczyki's opening bowl there is second shot at worst. I think it is second, but again, that angle can be very deceptive. Stan's on the way down. If you can remember what he did with his first bowl, he doesn't need to do much differently from that. But it looks to me like he's added some width and he's going to crash on Ian Mann's bowl back there. Don't think he had the weight anyway. The Vics say they got one. And Vicky's saying backhand. Oh, he's given a couple of different signals. That bowl's worth a couple is what he is saying. That's the shot bowl. So there's a little bit of danger there. There's also the yellow bowl on the way in on that backhand side, which, yeah, to be honest, it's the 15th end. You're 17-11 up. You get a 1. You're 18-11 up with 2 to play. Wouldn't be taking too big of a risk. There is a shot that you might play on the Sunday afternoon chook run to split the gap between Damo's bowl and Pam's bowl. Come through, take Stan Wrzeczyki's blue bowl out, stay for 3 or 4. Would you do it in an event like this? Probably not. Be just playing the sensible draw shot. You can play either hand. Difficult on the backhand, there's traffic. But you turn your own bowl up, you can't. You just don't want to hit the wrong one. Whatever you're confident. Well, Damo's going to go that hand. Wants a tight line to get underneath Pam Stefanis's bowl, and he's going to go around it. Flop in, no, 1 to Vic. 2 ends to go. 7 shots in this contest. Someone might say, we had 1 trial in, we're going to finish at the far end. Is that right? Yeah, it is, because we had 1 dead end that they replayed in the opposite direction. So they went from playing the odd numbered ends towards the clubhouse to the even numbered ends. And go. That is a excellent start. Bowl has just dropped in behind the jack. Don't get many lead bowls that are better than that one. Some might argue that a front touch is better because you can't see the jack. However, a front toucher gives the opportunity to load behind and then give the toucher a little bit of a whack. Just a bit of a tap, and it spits the jack back. Particularly on these synthetic surfaces, the jack will go a fair distance. So, that back, almost toucher. While you can see the jack, you don't get many better lead bowls at all. Need to back that up and get the second one close or behind. And, well, she's just given it a bit too much of the width and not enough of the speed. When you're faced with a bowl like that, a lot of people's tendency is to play that narrow. They're going to have a run at it. Good lead knows that their job is not necessarily to get shot. To get shot is a bonus, but the lead's job is to get bowls close to allow the rest of the team to do their job. So at the end, you need bowls close, and if it's a skip that converts to get shots, great. But they can't consistently do that without having bowls in the head from the leads. So it's often the leads who win you the game. They just don't get the glory. But all about bowls on or near the jack. You want them close so that if you're going to drop shots, you can keep it to a minimum. Did have a skipper once back in 92 in the grand old number 6 pennants, who had a simple theory. He said, we win the odd numbered ends, get at least one, and if we only lose the even numbered ends and drop no more than one, at worst we win 11-10, or it would be 9-8 in this case. He said, that'll do me. And a former great New South Wales player, Tommy Elam, his theory was that you just don't give anything away, you'd be a miser. And experienced that against him a couple of times. Some very low scoring games. Went to school with Cameron Curtis, the former national coach. And he always said in a 21-end game, you try and make sure you keep your opponents to 16 or less. Once you keep them to less than 16, you'll usually beat them. Let's concede the minimum shots you possibly can. To do that, you need bowls in the head. So the Vic's holding, well, at least one. I'm convinced they're not two. One behind looks like it's pretty close. Vicky's just given that one a little bit of a push wide. It'll be best back. And Mann needs to add. It's been a fairly sunny sort of day after a very foggy, cool start here in Maitland. So forecast for tomorrow, probably not quite as good, a little bit cooler. We're looking forward to a good day under the covers here at East Maitland Bowling Club. Doesn't rain under here. Can be affected by the wind a little bit with the open sides, but not sure who we've got tomorrow. I haven't checked the draw yet. We'll find out soon. We do have an end and 4 bowls remaining in this competition between Victoria and New South Wales. Victoria well and truly in the box seat now, leading by 7 with 1 end after this to go, holding 1 shot. Ian Mann has drawn second with the short bowl, green and white, just short on the left-hand side of screen. Damo is looking to just add another one here. That's not a bad line on that hand at all. He's just inside that blue centre line, maybe a touch quick, doesn't want too much of a clunk. Well, he's turned it away from behind the jack. Do feel it's still shot. He's given an opportunity for Stan Wrzeczyki to draw it to it, sit it back and make 2. Forehand draw, just might need a little bit more weight than he has been using because that hand is slower with the sun on the green. Looks like he's going to go backhand on the tight side and try and play inside out to it. Tough. A lot of people have been going wide on that hand because they've not allowed that it's narrow, or they just go straight up the centre line and miss. This one's just going to turn a little bit more than he expected. Do find once you're under the line and they've gone, they will keep going and make you look a bit silly in some ways, and he then overcorrect. Is they hold, and it sounds a little funny, they hold until they turn, but while they're out on the right hand side of the line, it keeps to holding. So the correction is not that simple as to just go, I was 4 feet narrow, I'll add 4 feet to it. He was probably only less than 1 foot narrow. And Damo, that's a block, but it's not really in the way if he's going to come underneath. He just needs to start on a line just outside that bowl with about the same weight he had last time. Only just outside that bowl. So is a danger if he picks the jack up that he'll drop more than one. This one he's given more chance to. It's just got to start to turn. That's not going to. He's put more weight. So that's one more to Victoria. So it is definite that Victoria will win this game. There's only 6 bowls left to score for New South Wales, and they're 8 shots behind. So definitely over. But as this is a round-robin competition and the shots and margins can come in, they do complete all ends. So as we go into the final end, thank you for watching on. I do hope you've enjoyed watching the 2024 National Bowling Arm Sides Championship coming to you live from East Maitland Bowling Club. It's been a pleasure to bring it through the Bowls New South Wales YouTube and Facebook channels. We will, of course, be coming live to you from tomorrow about 9:30 a.m. Singles clash first up tomorrow morning. We'll check to see who that is for you. It's a great start from go. Jack high, just a little bit on the narrow side, but no harm, no foul with that one. So day 4 AM game. We have the singles game, South Australia and Queensland. Oh, great bowl from Pam. So if you're a South Australian or a Queensland fan, tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m, you'll have a singles game on this rink 13. And then tomorrow afternoon, I think we'll be back to a pairs game. We will. We'll have New South Wales and Western Australia pairs in the afternoon. So South Australia, Queensland in the morning, New South Wales, Western Australia in the afternoon. Singles and pairs tomorrow, AM, PM. We've had 4s and triples today, so we'll be using the opposite, just streaming the opposite format in this session. Just a little bit of a cloud cover coming over the sun here. It's just starting to get towards 4 o'clock, just about bang on 4 o'clock. Sun expected to not be set until around 6, so we're getting towards the evening without getting into sunset yet. Mickey has, he's given a lot of his bowls a great chance in this last half of the game. Do feel the VICs overall have just played that bit better. That shows on the scoreboard. Mann, his second last bowl, he's holding one, what his team is, and that's a good line. How's his speed? Just needs to run a little more. It's in. Last bowl of this match for Mickey, unless someone kills an end. I don't think they'd want to do that. So just a reminder, if you're looking for the results from all games in this National Bowling Arm Sides Championship, jump on the Bowls New South Wales Facebook or YouTube channel on this video, there's a link in the description through to the results. We've had one other Bowls New South Wales event on today. A shout out to all the teams who have competed in the Inter-Schools Challenge. Do you know that the two country teams, Parks and Young, were in the final? So, in the gold final, Young, Hennessy Catholic College of Young, has won the tie break to defeat Parks Christian School. And the bronze final, Blaxland High, also in a tie break, defeated Sylvania High. And Blaxland, of course, on the Blue Mountains. Sylvania, a southeastern metro school. Sylvania, just north of Sutherland, Tarrant Point region. Of course, Young, southwestern New South Wales. Parks, western, mid-western, famous for the dish, satellite dish, CSIRO radio telescope at Parks. If you're ever in Parks, I highly recommend a visit to the radio telescope. Very interesting. I didn't think I'd be that thrilled to be there, but I found it fascinating. But congratulations there, and a big thank you to our Bowls Australia club support op managers, Jason Pinnock and Brett Hughes. Thanks, Jason and Cyril, for assisting in the organisation and the coordination of that event. We might need to give Ian a tap on the shoulder and say, move your butt off the centre line. New South Wales holding one. Damo, he's trying to draw it in. He's going to go close, but it's just going to drift past. So there is one shot to the Blues, the Woomers. One bowl left to play for Stan Wrzeczyki. Cannot win. Cannot make an 8. Only got 6 bowls on the green. He's going to try and manufacture a miracle result and get a bigger count. I think all he's got to do is draw, try and get it back to 2 and minimise the damage. Just in case there's an even number of rinks won between the Woomers and the Big V, the armed VICs, to determine who wins the overall clash between the two states. Stan Wrzeczyki, last bowl of this clash. Looking just to close the gap a little. And he's going to sail through. So it's 19-12 after 17 ends. It's been a pleasure to bring you this match through the Bowls New South Wales YouTube and Facebook channels. My name's Andrew Lynn. Look forward to your company tomorrow morning when we join the singles clash in the round 7, day 4. Until then, it's